Hi, everybody. It is Tammy P, ads and marketing expert. I'm going to say ads and funnel and marketing expert now because I'm leaning into that a bit. So I'm excited to be here today. Today's topic is how to grow your school community with ads. So I had a student reach out to me this week and asked me that question, and I'm answering it this week for everybody. So in this particular circumstance, just so everybody is super clear, the school community. So SKOOL is it's Alex Hormozy and Sam Ovens founded the school community. SKOOL. If you haven't checked it out yet, it's SKOOL. And I made the decision last year to put my paid membership, which is Ad Club, in SKOOL. So one of the reasons why is that sorry, my voice is a little bit buggy today, but one of the reasons why I made that decision is because on Facebook, mostly I am marketing on Facebook in order to bring in clients. However, what I noticed was in my smaller community, which I had Ad Club in my free Facebook group, it was just getting a lot less engagement. And so I decided to split it up between, like, I've got, my Facebook ads, my free Facebook ads group, which has close to 5,000 people in it, which is called my successful Facebook ads group. And that's my free group over on Facebook, right? And then I personally decided to separate out my paid members, my paid clients, students, etc., and put them on over to SKOOL. And SKOOL's great because I can put my courses in there, I can put my programs and all that good stuff, and I'll be sharing some of that today. Okay, so that's how I'm personally using it. I use it as a paid membership on SKOOL. Now, my client, my student Kia, was asking. She has a free community, so she's in the travel niche. And she wants to know, okay, how do I promote my free SKOOL community with Facebook ads? Okay, so that was the question that was posed this week. And so I'm going to go through it. I'm going to go through it step by step with you. First, what I want to share with everybody is the strategy. We want to build out a funnel. So funnel is not complicated. People throw around the word funnel a whole bunch, but that's a strategy. We want to build out a funnel where we're driving people to something free to give us like a lead magnet. We call it a lead magnet or a tripwire, right? Lead magnet. We're giving something free in exchange for an email address, right? So I like to put a lead magnet on the front of my funnel if I'm running ads, okay? Just because that's the easiest and lowest cost to barrier as far as conversions, right? So I'll go through that in a minute. So step one is we have a lead magnet on the front. And I'm not going to get into all the training behind that because it's a whole training in and of itself. And then step two is we invite them to come and join our SKOOL community, our free community off of the ads. And the type of ad that we're going to be running is a lead ad. Okay. So I'm going to go through those all with you guys in a moment here and share my screen so you guys can see exactly how this strategy breaks down all the way through funnels to ads and all the things. Okay. So let me get into this here. We are going to do share screen, and I'm just going to do the entire screen. All right. So right now we are over on the opt-in. So let me just make sure that I'm sharing correctly. So this would be page one. It's a two-step funnel. So step one is they would put in their name and email address, pretend this is a form with a name and email address. And we'd capture their name and email in exchange for something for free, right? In this example, a lead magnet. And I can lift off some of the things, my favorite lead magnets and things like that. But I'll go through that in a second here. I just want to make sure that you guys see this okay. Let me just make sure here. Off of the ads. And the type of ad that we're going to... Okay, yeah, I see it now. That's good. All right. So I just want to make sure I'm sharing my screen properly. All right, so we're good there. So basically the type of step one is going to be, we have this lead magnet. And again, they're going to put in their name and email. Okay. Step two is right after they put in their name and email, we are going to invite them to the SKOOL community. Okay. That's on the very, very next step. So I'm going to break this down for you guys in absolute detail. Okay. And so step one is the lead magnet. Now the lead magnet would be the thing that would attract our ideal client, right? So at the moment, I'm not going to get into a whole in-depth training on the perfect lead magnet for you. If you need help with that, just drop a comment, say, let's just drop a comment called SKOOL, and I'll reach out and I'll help you with whatever you need. So step one, we've got this. We've got the lead magnet. Now, types of lead magnets I like lately and that I'm seeing convert really well are planners. I like templates where they're giving away templates. Um, Webinars are still pretty big, whether they be, although that's not technically a lead magnet. So I'm going to say templates and planners are probably my top two at the moment of what I'm seeing work really, really well. And so we would basically create this lead magnet. And you'd have to create the lead magnet, obviously, right? So as an example, with my client, recently we created a pricing planner lead magnet, and that's what they're doing to work with their accountants and bookkeepers, right? So that's just one example. So once you create that lead magnet, most likely you create it in Canva, then you would want to set up a landing page like this. It's called an opt-in page, okay? And this would make it so that, hey, we've got this, whatever this appealing lead magnet is. And then once they hit this button, they're going to be able to put in their name, their information, their email, and get access to this free course, this free training, whatever this is that you're creating. Okay. So this is step one. All right. So step two, as soon as they opt in, the very next page that they're going to go to is going to take them to join to the SKOOL community. Now, always on the front, we want to make sure to capture someone's email address. That's really, really important because I don't care if you meet someone at networking, if you meet someone, online networking, if you meet someone on social media, if they're in your group, I don't care how they come in, getting on the email list is always the first step, okay? Step two, though, is you want to think about where you want them to go next, right? So in Kia's example, she really wants to fill her free SKOOL community. So that would be the next step. So it just says something like success, check your email inbox, wait, you're almost done. So I like to have this little thing up at the top so they know, okay, we're not going anywhere. And check your email inbox, wait, you're almost done. And the next step is to join my free SKOOL community now. When they click this button, it will actually then should just take them right to the SKOOL community. If they keep reading, okay, and let's say they don't join the SKOOL community, it also comes up to a pop-up page where they can just click and join it. We don't need to ask for their information again. They just need to click and go straight in, okay? So the next thing, though, that you can do to kind of increase the chances of them opting in off this free thing is do a little bit of an introduction video. And that's just like, hey, my name is so-and-so. Thanks so much for downloading my XYZ planner. Check your email inbox for the next step. I'd love to invite you into my SKOOL community where we'll learn XYZ. Get them to come in. So I like to have a video right off of the Facebook ads as well, just because it gives a little FaceTime to people. They can see who you are and that kind of stuff. So we have this as well. And then we also have, I put a graphic down here, a Canva graphic, which is my SKOOL community automatically with Tammy P, and has the SKOOL graphic down here, et cetera, et cetera. So this is the template that I would use. So it's a two-step template. All right. And so that is my recommendation. Let me stop the share. So once you set up your funnel, with step one, opt in with a lead magnet. Step two, invite them to join SKOOL. The next step is what type of ad do we want to run? So that is what I want to cover right now. We're going to run the type of ad that is a lead ad. And I recommend, so people always ask me, like, why do you need to do a full funnel if you're also running ads, okay? And you're running lead form ads. So the lead form ads are the type of ads in where they fill out the form on Facebook. And at the moment, most marketers who are running ads are using this type of ad. It's a list building ad, a lead ad, but we're using the lead form that's currently on Facebook because those are getting better conversions because people are staying on Facebook. So Facebook rewards you if you stay on Facebook. Okay, if you're not on Facebook, they won't reward you as much. And so even through ads, if we keep to the lead form and keep using the tools that they want us to use, we'll actually get a lower cost per lead and not have to pay as much money for our ads, okay? So I use what's called a lead form. I still build out a full funnel. So I still would build out the 2-page funnel. And the reason why is because if you start engaging with people on Instagram as an example, and you're like, hey, I'd love for you to join my SKOOL community about XYZ. And they're like, cool, you've got to send them to a page where they can opt in. If you want to promote it through your email newsletter, you got to send them to a page where you can opt in. So I always recommend, even if you're only running ads, to also go through creating a quick 2-step funnel. And that's going to actually help you with that. Okay. So That is next. So that if you're getting ready to start your ads, your funnel's done, you've got all that in place, just as I showed you, then you're going to start your ads. It's a $10 a day ad, and it's called a lead ad. Okay. And if you want to know, I personally run what's called dynamic creative. And the reason I run dynamic creative is because it basically, we can test out a lot of more creative. So when I say creative, I just mean ad copy, ad design. And if we want a lower cost per lead, if we want a better result on our ads, we need to be testing a lot of creative in order to drive that cost per lead to $3 or less, which should be your target to eventually scale down to that number. Okay. When I first start ads for my clients, they can range, depending on the niche and what we're running, anywhere from let's say, to $7 a lead. But my ultimate goal would be to scale them below to $3. Okay. Because then ultimately you can scale them and you can make money. So that's one thing. So I'm going to show you guys what course I have available. It's inside my ad club membership, which is $27 a month if you're interested. So I'm going to just show you guys my course and what I recommend you doing. So hold on, let me stop the screen and I'm going to share again. And I might as well show you guys my community anyway, because I have one. Now mine's again a paid community. This is a free strategy today. So this is a little bit different than what we were talking about. But if we come in here, this is what my school community looks like. And what I love about it is we have this classroom, okay? And inside this classroom, I have, a bunch of courses that I create. I'm creating new courses all the time. But this one has some of my ad club courses. I have a whole bunch. And what you would want to do is you'd want to come in and take the $10 a day lead ad system, it's called. And that's going to show you specifically how to set up your lead form, okay? And your lead form ad. And that is the ad that I recommend. Now, I will tell you a couple little things, and I'm just going to say this. I'm going to say this all the time until people hear me. But if you have not run ads before, you do need to do Facebook security and compliance. Also in my ad club, not saying you have to come into this program at all, but I built out a 10-step course on how to do Facebook security and compliance before you start your ads. And the main reason for that is we want to make sure we're secure. We're not going to have any problems once we start those ads. And that's just because I've had so many accounts that I've cleaned up over the years. So I'm very that's why I created it. So the $10 a day lead ad system, what you're going to want to do is step one, create that lead ad. You're going to want to create your winning ad design. Okay. And again, what I recommend is doing 10 different designs. Okay. And then I also recommend having at least 5 different copies. And specifically, we're going to test out 5 to 10 hooks and headlines. Okay. So first, you're going to create your ad design, your ad copy, ad design in Canva, ad copy. And then you can start your ad at $10 a day for 7 days. All right. That's my recommendation. Start your ad for $10 a day for 7 days. Start a lead ad. So the lead ad that I recommend is again, it's a lead form ad. And then it prompts you to go, when you set up your lead form, to the next step. And that would be join my school community, when it asks you what is the next step after they opt in through the ad. Okay. So that's essentially it. I even have with the, just because I set these up all the time for my clients and teach my students, I even have this lead form checklist that takes you through step-by-step how to set up your lead form ad. And all the little bells and whistles. And so that's basically it. That's what I recommend. A $10 a day lead ad for $10 a day for 7 days. Set it up as a lead form ad, and then utilizing what's called dynamic creative so that you can test a whole bunch of ad designs. I recommend anywhere from 5 to 10 ad designs and a whole bunch of copy, anywhere from 3 to 5 pieces of copy, short form and long form. And then after that 7 days, you'll see whether you're getting conversions, you'll see whether people are actually coming into your school community. One thing I do that I forgot to mention here, and it's is you also want to make sure, because I just did this not long ago, to set up if you have a school community, you want to make sure to set up your pixel on school so that it's tracking. So one of the things, again, inside my ad training, talks about how to add your pixel, which the pixel you'll add to your website, you add to your funnel pages. I also recommend adding it to school and anywhere where you're driving traffic. And the pixel is where Facebook is basically essentially collecting your particular data for your particular business. and working on, okay, these are the people that we want to attract, and finding more people with the ads and the marketing that will be more of our ideal people. So the pixel is really, really important piece. So you can also set up a pixel on SKOOL. And you would do that. I have to look really fast before I show you guys. But that is an important piece. I believe that you need to go to settings. Let me just see real quick, and then I'll go through it with you guys. Because I just did this not too long ago. Let me see here. So there's a place where you can add your pixel, okay, in your SKOOL community. You're definitely going to want to do that. Essentially, also, if you're driving traffic to clients, right? Like if you are actually driving, if you are driving, client traffic to clients. So, sorry, I was just like on the fly trying to look for this. Hold on, you guys. I literally just did this not too long ago, and now I'm like, I can't find it. Man, I may have to do that on another training. I swear it's somewhere in here. I literally just did it not that long ago. I thought it was under settings. Let me see. Sorry, guys. I'm looking around. I might have to do a separate training on that. Let me see. I swear it wasn't that long ago. But anyway, just trust me on this, that you definitely want to set up your pixel on SKOOL so it's tracking. So essentially, like if you're driving traffic from the Facebook ad to the SKOOL group, you want to make sure all that data is tracking in the ads manager, right? And so they're continuously serving up better ads, okay? So here's what we talked about. I'm going to do a quick breakdown of everything we talked about. If you want my free templates, I shared my free templates with you guys today. And as far as my SKOOL Canva template, if you want a free Canva template, just drop the word SKOOL and I'll be happy to share that with you guys. Let me show you what that is, just so you can be super clear on what you're getting here for free. So I have this like cute little Canva template right here. And if you want the free template, happy to share it with you guys. Just comment SKOOL and I'll get that right out to you. So in a nutshell, what we talked about today is how to drive traffic and how to increase conversions and grow our free SKOOL community. All right. So in order to grow our free SKOOL community is step one, what I recommend is I recommend running a funnel, right? Which is a lead form ad. That's step one, lead form ad, to a lead magnet, like a planner, like a workbook, like a guide, like a template. So that's step one. Okay. Step two is we would drive them to our SKOOL community. So we would say, hey, thanks so much. Check your email inbox for the next step. Join my free SKOOL community. So step one, we want to get their have a lead magnet to capture their email list. Most important thing, grow our email list. Step two, grow our SKOOL community. Okay. And that can all be done with funnels. I have funnels in my free funnel club. If you guys are interested in that, drop the word funnel club. And I also am sharing out my SKOOL template today. And if you want that, drop the word SKOOL, SKOOL, and I'll share out my Canva free template with you guys. And then from there, once you have your funnel set up for ads, your two-step funnel set up for ads, you're going to want to run a $10 a day lead ad, run that for 7 days with the goal of getting under $5 per lead. Once that ad is running for 7 days, then you can evaluate whether you want to scale that ad, like you've got good enough creative, or keep testing new creative and continue to make that cost per lead go down with the goal of having a $3 or less per lead. And then you'll be basically growing your email list and growing your SKOOL community on autopilot with ads whenever you want to grow. Okay. So that was the training today. Again, Canva templates. If you want my free Canva template, drop the word SKOOL. Be happy to get that to you. If you want to know more about the funnel, the ads, and all the things, I have several programs available. And you can go ahead and drop the word, SKOOL, or drop the word, whatever you want, and I will reach out and see if I can help you. So that's what I have going on today. And I hope this is super, super helpful. Oh, we've got Beth here today. Hello, hello. Okay, Beth, I see you. I will definitely get you out those Canva templates. I will drop them in the DMs for you. So thanks so much for having you all on today. I really, really appreciate it. I'm grateful for all of you. Thank you for joining me live, and have a beautiful day. Bye.